Hello, everyone, and welcome to our hackathon presentation on the topic Social Tokens for Politicians. The idea of this particular concept came about when my friend and I were discussing with so many things happening around the pandemic, especially how a couple of countries politicians are handling it, and how the community does not understand what is happening within a political system or a particular party or by certain elected representatives. How can we bring cryptographic schemas, or rather, how can we bring the usefulness of decentralization into this whole world of politics, if you could call it, to help move to a little bit more of a democratic world as we visualize? Why do we want to do this, right? As I had mentioned a little bit earlier as well, that across the globe in the various current existing democracies, we rarely see people getting a say in terms of what are the different policies that are going to be created by the government, what are the different concerns or grievances that they have with the elected representatives. In many of the third world countries especially, the elected representatives are only available during the election or just around the voting period, and then they disappear, right? So how can we change this by creating an opportunity in such a way that both the politicians and the community is incentivized to participate and work together? Here are some of the utilities that we thought for the social tokens. Let me start from the rightmost utility that you see, that is voting rights on important party decisions. So eventually, the social tokens would be associated with the DAO, where the community can participate in the different decisions taken by the parties, different policies that are being created, and different schemas that come into, whether for that particular district, for that particular state, or for that particular county, whatever you could call it, right? The community can participate and share their vote, share their sentiments on these particular decisions that are being taken. The one of the other utilities, which was the earliest one that we started with, is to be able to book a one-on-one time with politicians for grievance redressal. So if they have some tokens, they can book a one-on-one time with their particular elected representative to be able to have a discussion with them, right? And eventually, going forward, Jordan kind of put up a really important question on our proposal as well, that what would be the long-standing utility of this particular social token, right? Why would politicians or the society want to buy this? Why would they want to hold this? And we thought, why politicians, or rather elected representatives, should take this seriously is because as the DAO keeps maturing more and more, we could use these social tokens as a means to fund a campaign. So the more social tokens of a particular party, of a particular elected representative that people buy, those that money will go into the funds of the campaign. This will create a set of transparency in terms of where are the actual campaign funds coming, and who are the people, or is there societal backing for that particular elected representative, right? This removes a lot of fishy things happening at the back end, and we hope that this could be one of the long term utilities for the social tokens. How would it work? Well, some of the utilities again, which can create a sort of working mechanism for these social tokens, is the first one being the funding, which could be one of the long-term gains, which would eventually be controlled completely by the social tokens themselves, where the party or the elected representative would set up a DAO for the community. Tokens, once procured, would be given some voting right to the holders, and they can vote on the important decisions and policies that are related to the parties, making it more of a decentralized governance model, which is the ultimate aim. Social tokens will help the politicians or the parties understand the sentiments of the voters, which is most important for them, and then pay closer attention to their demands and problems. So, the policies that they are going to build in, the kind of solutions that they're going to build in, will be on the basis of how community reacts to certain things or what community wants. A couple of risks that we thought could come into the picture as well could be that if the opposition party may purchase bulk of the social tokens and try to damage the reputation of the ongoing parties, and some other related risks according to that, related to this. And for this, some of the things steps that we would need to follow is to set of regulations decided by the community, that how the distribution of the particular token should happen, how many people can hold how many tokens. There should be a max cap on the number of tokens that can be held. There should be certain voting rights that should be given only if you are able to hold a minimum number of tokens, or as a community if you're able to hold minimum number of tokens, etc. So these kind of mitigation steps need to be kept in place, or the regulations should be kept in place for the kind of social tokens that we have proposed. The biggest impact that we're looking for in the long run is decentralized governance. Thank you everyone for taking a look at our proposal. The team that built this is Gyan Lakshmi, that is Gyan, me, and my teammate Ravindra Nayak. And we would love to hear your thoughts about this and take this project forward in whatever capacity possible.